It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Puts it out of the air. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play. And those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Complete to start this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, it's out! And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football. I get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
Well, they're going RPO nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On the ground, it's Durham. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third down, going up top. Got his man downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Stepping to the right. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Buckley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. They got a huge boost in their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. On the option. There he goes. Oh, better look out. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on first and goal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Yeah, in this offense, that's what they do. Last week, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Got 5 on that last one now, 2nd and inches. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Intercepted for the 11th time. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up in their own end, it's third and long. He wants to change this route. Trying play action. He tries to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. wants to go up top on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
On the run, it's Durham. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Stewart. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They go right back to him. Turning it on. He breaks a tackle. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The give to the back. On his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll move the wide receiver. A first down run in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll take it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. From their own 25-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Give to the running back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to adjust the pattern. They go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Red pass is complete. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Keeps it on the draw. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
And really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going right to work up top. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Might be calling a hot route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. LSU right back to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gives it on the option. At the 20, he's got space. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The option look. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
Yeah, and that should have been a pick, but it really doesn't matter. The 2-point play, man, you're trying to shove that thing in there. Even if it's a pick, it's okay, but you're trying to make a play to get those 2 points, and obviously he failed on that one, and it could have been an interception.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this block. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Rush is on him. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He wants to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete to the right. It's a running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Back to pass on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Firing to the right, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The inside handoff. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
The one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. On the run, it's Ball. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. It's complete to the left. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll snap it from the 39, and the kicker will need a 56-yarder to give his team a chance to win. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. The field goal is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Takes a handoff. It's Durham. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Oh, the attempt is no good. Now all the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop, nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score and it's over. Looking for room. It's Ball. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The defense was ready for that sneak attempt. They sealed up every crevice, nowhere to go.
And you know it's a predictable situation. You know it's short yardage. They want to run the quarterback sneak. Got to get penetration, and linebackers, boy, they got to jump over the pile, go meet him in the backfield. Nice job by the D.
And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Great. Yeah, right.